Level 1. Today we have reached our final unit, our last unit, Unit 10, Free Time. This is on page 122 in your yellow book, the one from class. Do you know the words free time? Maybe now, especially now, you have more free time. Maybe since we are supposed to stay at home, you have lots of time to do things such as read, maybe listen to music, maybe play with your children. Free time is time when you are not working. Free time is when you can do something that you want to do, things you like to do. So let's start on page 122 of the book, Unit 10, Free Time. Take a moment to look at the picture and see things that you recognize. Point to things and say the name. For example, I see a bike or a bicycle. I see a bag. She has a bag. What are Lupe and Jack doing? They are playing cards. What about Jane? What is Jane doing? She is exercising. There are many things in this picture that you may know the name for. Points to clothes, to things people are doing. Point to things you know and say the name. This is good practice for the rest of the lesson today. On the next page, we will learn some new words. Let's listen and repeat the words. Number 1, dance. Dance. Number 2, exercise. Exercise. Number 3, fish. Fish. Number 4, play basketball. Play basketball. Number 5, play cards. Play cards. And number 6, swim. Swim. These are some things you may do in your free time. Let's look at the pictures and we will learn what these words mean. In number 1A, what are the people doing? They are dancing. Dancing is when you move and you have music. Dance can be with another person or it can be by yourself. Sometimes there is beautiful music and sometimes there is fun music. This is dance. Let's look at the next picture. What is the woman holding? That is a basketball. They are playing basketball. Number 2, let's look at the first picture. What are they doing? They are fishing. Remember, fish is the thing that you eat, but also you can fish for fish. So fishing is something you can do. You can go fishing, and fish are what you eat. Let's look at B for number 2. The picture is hard to see, but they are holding something in their hands. They are playing cards. Playing cards. Number 3, the first picture, this again is fishing. Number 3B, what is this man doing? He is swimming. Swimming can be in the lake or in a pool inside. Number 4, what is this man doing? He is exercising. Maybe he is running on a machine. So you can exercise in the gym or outside. Okay, and for B, what is this man doing? He is swimming. Good. So let's repeat the words one more time. Dance, exercise, fish, play basketball, play cards, swim. Okay, on the next page, page 124, we have some more words, some more things that you can do in your free time. Number 1, cook. Cook. We already know cook or cooking from I cook dinner or I cook rice. Cooking is in the kitchen. Maybe you cook for your family. Number 2, repeat play the guitar. Play the guitar. The guitar is an instrument that you hold like this. Maybe you play the guitar, or maybe you play the piano or play the violin. There are many instruments, so if you have a piano instead of guitar, or if you have a flute, you change this word. So play the guitar, play the piano, play the violin, anything like that. Number 3, repeat listen to music. Listen to music. Maybe you listen to music on your phone or on the radio. What kind of music do you like to listen to? Number 4, watch TV. Watch TV. Maybe now, since we are all at home, maybe you watch TV with your family, or maybe you watch more TV than you did before. Number 5, read magazines. Read magazines. Magazines, maybe if you go to the doctor, maybe there are magazines in the doctor's office, or maybe you buy a magazine at the store. A magazine is not a book. It is smaller than a book. But sometimes magazines can tell you the news, they can tell you about clothes or about people. Some people like to read magazines. And number 6, repeat work in the garden. Work in the garden. If you have some space outside, maybe you have some plants or some vegetables that you grow, you can work in the garden. So these are some things that you may do in your free time around the house. And that just means you can do them at home. Okay, let's look at some other things that you may want to do. Let's listen and repeat. Exercise. Exercise. Do you exercise? How often do you exercise? Sometimes, every day, or never? Exercise is important, so maybe you can even take a walk every day. That is good for you and good for your health. Number 2, cook. We know this word, cook. What will you cook for dinner today? What will you cook for dinner today? Play cards. We have seen this one, play cards. There are many games you can play with cards. Maybe your children play a game called Go Fish, or Crazy Eights. There are many games you can play with cards. Number 4, work in the garden. We talked about this one. Remember, a garden can be vegetables and fruits, or it can be flowers or other plants. Number 5, swim. We know swim in the water. Maybe now that it is warmer, maybe you go swimming, or maybe you swim every day. Remember, we can say, I swim, or I am going to swim. But remember, if we say I am swimming, that means right now I am swimming. So you will only say I am swimming if you are in the water right now. And number 6, play soccer. Earlier we had play basketball. You can change the word. So you can play soccer, you can play basketball. Maybe you call this football. In the US, it is soccer. Football in America is American football. So here we call it soccer. If you have a partner, take a minute to ask them this question. What does he like to do? Look at number 1. He likes to exercise. Look at his face. Is he happy or sad? He is happy. He likes to exercise. He has fun when he exercises. So what does he like to do? He likes to exercise. Look at number 4. What does she like to do? She likes to work in the garden. Take a minute to ask your partner the questions for number 1 through 6. If you don't have a partner, remember, practice with the question and the answer. Okay, here are some of the last new words for today. Let's read and repeat. Number 1, go to the movies. Go to the movies. Right now, we cannot go to the movies, but sometimes people will go to the movie theater, or we can say go to the movies, and they will see a new movie. Maybe there is a movie coming out later this year that you want to see. Maybe you will go to the movies to watch it. Number 2, go online. Go online. When you are working on the computer, you can say go online. You can say go on the internet. Go is okay. You can say go online. Or if you are doing something like FaceTime or Skype, you can say I like to Skype my family members, or I like to FaceTime my family members. Go online, you can do many things. You can go shopping, you can read the news, you can video call people, your family or friends. Go online means many things. Number 3, shop. Shop. We know shop. Remember, we say I am going shopping, or I go shopping every day, or I will go shopping. We do not say I am going to shopping. That doesn't work. We can say I shop. Maybe you say I shop on Fridays, or I will shop tomorrow, or I go shopping on Tuesdays. So shop can mean for food, clothes, many things. Number 4, travel. Travel. Many of you, when you came to the United States, you had to travel on an airplane, or maybe you have traveled with a train or with a boat before. Travel means you are going from one place to another. You can see his suitcase here, and his bags. They are traveling. Maybe right now we cannot travel. We have to stay home. But maybe next year you will travel to see family, or you will travel to another part of Texas. We travel when we have work, or to see family, or to take a trip with family. Number 5, visit friends. Visit friends. Again, right now we probably cannot visit friends because we have to stay home, but you can visit friends at their house. Your friends can visit you at your house. Maybe you have dinner, or you go visit to see a new baby or a new puppy, a new dog that they have. You can visit friends in an apartment or in a house. Anywhere you can visit friends. And number 6, volunteer. What is volunteer? Well, volunteer in America is when you go work somewhere, but you do not get paid, you do not get money. So these people are picking up trash on the road. They are volunteers. That means no one is paying them to do the work. They are doing it for free, but they are doing it because it will make their town or their city better. For example, people volunteer to pick up trash. They may volunteer to help feed people if they need food. You may volunteer to take care of someone's children, or you may volunteer at an animal shelter to take care of dogs or cats that need help. There are so many ways to volunteer, and even though you do not get paid, you don't get money, it is still helpful to take care of your city or your town. So these are some other free time activities that you can do with or without other people. You can shop alone, or you can shop with friends or family. You can visit friends, you are with other people. These are free time activities that you do outside of your house. Okay, let's look at a couple questions that we need to know. So here, let's read the first one. What do you like to do? What do you like to do? If someone asks you, what do you like to do? The answer will be, I like to watch TV, or I like to cook. Whatever you like to do, you answer. Remember, the word is do. What do you like to do? Remember, they is 2 or more people, maybe 2 or 3 people. We use the same word do. What do they like to do? Answer, they like to watch TV. So for you and they, the word is do. But then we have a different word, does. What does he like to do? Or what does she like to do? So for he and she, we use does. For you and they, we use do. What does he like to do? He likes to watch TV. This word also has an S. So S here, what does? Answer, he likes with an S. These are important things to remember. He and she uses does, and the answer has an S, likes. Everything else is the same. So let's look on page 126 for some practice with does and do. The first one they have done for us. What do they like to do? We see there are 2 people. What are they doing? They are playing basketball. So they like to play basketball. No S because there's no S up here. What do they like to do? They like to play basketball. Let's look at number 2. What does she like to do? Remember, one person, one girl. So our answer, will it be like or likes? She likes to swim. She likes to swim. Remember, even though it says like here, we don't look there. We look at this word, does and likes. What does he like to do? One person, and we have the word does, so we know our answer will be he likes to play cards. He likes to play cards. Number 4, what does she like to do? One person, does. She likes to fish. Remember, fish is what you eat, but we also say to fish. So she is fishing. She likes to fish. And number 5, what do they like to do? 2 people, or even 3 and 4. Our answer, will it be like or likes? This one will be like. They like to dance. Remember, the question is what do? There is no S here, and because it is they, the answer is like. They like to dance. Repeat these questions and answers and make sure you know what the people are doing. Basketball, swim, cards, fish, and dance. Okay, that is most of Unit 10, free time. There are a lot of new words, but also a lot of words that we already know. Practice these words because these are many things that you can talk about with people, you can talk about with friends. They are things that you can do in your free time. So here are some questions that you can practice with people. What do you like to do? You can ask someone this. What do you like to do in your free time? Or what do you like to do when you are home? You can also ask them this question. Do you like to play basketball? Do you like to cook? Do you like to exercise? You can put anything here. Do you like to listen to music? Do you like to swim? You can ask someone this question and they will say yes or no, and that will help you know them as a person. Another question that is good to ask people, what do you do in your free time? If you ask me this question, what do you do in your free time? I will answer, I like to read in my free time, or I like to exercise in my free time. These questions are very helpful when you are making new friends. They are good questions to ask to show that you are interested or care about someone. And they are also good to practice your English. Remember, that is always something we want to do. Practice these questions with a friend, maybe a friend from class, or a friend from school, or a friend in your apartment or your house. Practice these questions so that you can get to know someone better, and remember to practice the words that we learned today. Thank you for listening.